Good morning, students. In last session, we have started Unit 3rd, in which we have covered Session 1, 2 and 3. In today's session, we are going to start with Session 4, that is Parts of a Computer and Peripherals. Parts mean to say that are used as an input or output device or a processing unit. So, a computer system is a programmable machine that is designed to store or retrieve information and perform all types of operation, either arithmetical or logical operation. And it consists of mainly three units. First one is input unit, second is CPU, that is called central processing unit, and third one is output unit. Different computer have different ways in which the input, processing and the output are connected. In generally desktop computer, all three units are separated devices. It has a keyboard, input unit, central processing unit, which is the processing unit, and a monitor, which is the output unit. An input unit helps the user to enter the information or data into a computer system, while CPU performs the required operations. Now, afterward, when CPU will perform, what will happen? Output will be generated. It means whatsoever input is given by the user, the output unit will produce the meaningful result in the desired format for a user. And CPU is further divided in three parts. What are three parts? First one is CU, that is called control unit. Second is called ALU, that means arithmetical and logical unit. And third one is memory unit. What is the role of control unit? Control unit act as a receptionist and a manager of company. It receive each and every instruction from user and coordinate between different parts of various operations. ALU act as an accountant of company, which performs all the mathematical and logical operations. And the memory unit act as a temporary store for a company, where small amount of data is stored while other operations are being performed. In a laptop system, all three units like input, processing and output are combined into one device. Input and output devices are also called peripherals, and these are plugged into the computer system using different type of connection ports. Input device is that device that will help to give the input or information to the computer system. A keyboard, as shown in figure at down, is an input device that is used to enter the letter, numbers and control functions. Microphone is also an input device that is connected to a computer to record your sound. A webcam is also a device that is used to record the videos. Many computers come in with built-in, like microphone is built-in or webcam is built-in. Another input device is a scanner that copies the physical document and store them into a computer digital format. For example, if you fill a admission form for a particular college or university, you can scan it and then email it to the college instead of sending the actual form by post. It means for doing the online transaction, for doing the online filling of form, you can send the scanned copy of that particular form. And second is output device. Output device brings the information from the computer to the user. If you want to calculate the percentage marks, you input all of your marks with the help of keyboard. The computer calculate it by using some formula, and you can see the result on your monitor screen. All devices like monitor, keyboard are shown in figure. I'll show you later on. The monitor is the output device on which a computer displays the output information, and a printer is also output device which gives as a hard copy information. These are the pics of different type of input and output devices: keyboard, mouse, microphone, projector, and so many are there. Like keyboard, it is used to provide input to the computer. Mouse, it is used to go to the different part of screen. Microphone is used to record the voice. Projector is used to project the image from your computer on a screen. and monitor, it display all the outputs that is produced by the CPU. And speaker, it plays back all the sound based outputs. And scanner is a scanning device that is scan your document or capture your paper image and convert it into the digital file. And printer, it helps to print out the visual output of a document on a paper. It is also called a hard copy device. Other peripheral devices and their functions we will discuss now. In generally retail store, what happen, we are using the barcode reader that is used to scan the code and calculate the information of particular item or product. It is used to convert the information on a paper document into a digital document. Like these are the given particular part. This is the epic of barcode scanning, that is scan the barcode, and central processing unit is used for different type of operations like a brain. Now we'll discuss about CPU. CPU, as shown in computer screen, it is the brain of your computer system. Now think about how your brain is working. Our eyes see a mathematical problem and send the detail to a brain. The brain thinks and gets the result, while hand write it on a paper. In a similar way, CPU also process the information that is received from a keyboard and generated the output to the monitor screen or a printer. If output is generated on a monitor, it is soft copy. If it is generated on a printer, it is hard copy. There are three main parts of CPU we have discussed now only: CU, PU and MU. CU is controlling it. It acts as a receiver and a manager of company. It receives the information from the user and control different parts of your operations. Processing unit, it acts as an accountant of company. It perform all the calculations like logical or mathematical. And memory unit, it acts as a company store that will store the information temporarily as well as for a long time in a ROM memory. Now what is RAM and ROM, we will discuss now. Let's take the example of a kitchen to understand the meaning of RAM and ROM. If you are a cook, what will you keep on your kitchen counter, and what would you store away in the kitchen shelves? Well, all the things you need immediately and regularly, that will be kept on the counter, and things that you don't access often will be in the shelf. So RAM is like a kitchen counter of a computer system that is switched on, and read only memory is like a storage shelf. And flash memory is usually as an external device. It is the mix of RAM and ROM. Some key difference we will discuss in a tabular part now. What is difference between RAM and ROM? Now see all three memories: RAM, ROM and flash memory. RAM, when you are doing task on a computer system, you can use RAM. Permanently storage is done in a ROM, and flash memory can permanently store information. Now RAM temporarily store information. In ROM, information is permanent while either computer is off, and in flash memory, information is not lost when computer is also off. And RAM, information is lost when computer is switched off. But in ROM, information can't be changed easily. And in a flash memory, information can be changed on easily basis. It is mainly used in a removable devices like USB or memory card. Information can be changed easily in the form of RAM and flash memory, but it is typical in the case of ROM memory. It is mainly used for starting of computer system. And now motherboard and storage devices. What is motherboard? It is like a board that is having a placement of all the connected chips system. Motherboard also referred to as a system board. It is the main circuit board that is inside a computer system that helps to connect the input, processing and output devices. And some other important parts of computer systems are your storage device, ports and connections. Now what is storage device? In order to transfer file from one computer to another, we need some smaller devices which can carry easily from one place to another. These devices are used to store digital information like CD and DVD. USB is also the part of storage device. That is mainly in different storage capacity availability. Like you can have a storage capacity of 500 MB also or 2 GB also. It means whatsoever data you need, you can arrange your storage capacity accordingly. And data is stored in the form of bits, bytes. What is bit? It is the smallest temporary storage unit that can store data either 0 or 1. And a combination of 8 bit is known as byte. It means 8 bit make a byte. And 1024 byte make a kilobyte. And 1024 kilobyte make a 1 megabyte. And 1024 megabyte will make a 1 gigabyte. And 1024 gigabyte will make a 1 terabyte. Now more is also available, petabyte is also available. Now ports and connectors. How you will think we connect our keyboard or mouse? For connecting the keyboard or mouse or other devices, we need some ports, we need some connectors. So for connecting keyboard, mouse or external devices, which port we are using, that are known as ports of computer system. That slots are known as ports. That can be either USB, display port or audio port. What is USB? Which connect peripheral devices such as mouse, keyboard or printer to computer using the cable. And display port, it connects the monitor, that is also known as a VGA device. VGA means video graphics array, and it is used to connect high definition multimedia interface also, that is also known as HDMI, that is latest recently going on. And audio ports are used to connect the speaker, microphone, and the pics of all are given here: USB, VGA, HDMI, microphone, or your power port, or Ethernet port also. And Ethernet ports are used to connecting the internet connection with your computer system, and power port is used to connecting the computer system with power supply. This is your session 4. Now session 5 is about computer hardware and software. You know about what is hardware and what is software. Hardware is part that is physically present, while software is not physically present. It works on a computer system as a program. Hardware would not be used without the help of software. It displays the desktop on a monitor. Some of most commonly used operating systems for laptop and keyboards are like Windows, Mac, and so many others. And mobile devices also use the operating system that helps to perform the different functions like starting a computer system, shut down the system. Many functions are there. We will discuss now one by one. Starting a computer means you are going to switch on a computer system. In morning, what can you do? When you are waking up, afterward, your father tell you to do your homework immediately. Can you do it? Maybe, but normally you would do something daily activity and get ready before you start work. Similarly, when a computer is switched on, it performs some basic processes functions before it is ready to take the instructions. That's why it takes some time after starting the computer system. Next is basic function of computer. When starts, it performs the BIOS operation, that is known as basic input output system, and it will automatically run when you start your computer system. BIOS first does the self test. If self test shows that the system is fine, then BIOS will load the operating system. So first type is BIOS test, afterward self test, afterward operating system will be loaded in your computer system. Next is login and logout operation. When multiple people use same computer, each person has their own file and folders, so they make to sure that they are logging with their particular ID or password. So a login or password is like a key to log, which allows you to enter in a computer system. And when you log in the computer system with ID or password, the computer knows that you are a authorized user, you are not accessing the other account. And while your work is going on, you will continue. After finishing your work, you must be log out by using the option of sign out option. Next is shut down computer system. A user can shut down the system with the help of operating system. Shutdown option is available using the keyboard. How to use the keyboard? A keyboard is having many type of keys like function keys, control keys, and numeric key, and many more. Function keys from F1 to F12. Control keys here: control, shift, spacebar, alt, and caps lock. And enter keys to either enter or return depending on your computer system. And punctuation keys are like commas, question mark, quotations, and many more. And navigation keys are like home and end. And command keys are like insert, delete, and backspace. And for mouse,